Hey guys, here are 5 things I would never do as a pharmacist. So number one thing I would never do is stop my antibiotics early, even if I feel better. So even if you feel better because you took your antibiotics a couple days ago, I would never stop it because most therapies need 5 to 7 days of treatment. If you stop your antibiotics early, you might give those remaining bacteria, one, the chance to regrow its army and reinfect you, and two, also potentially cause resistance because the bacteria might mutate and cause defenses that block your antibiotics, and that's a really bad thing, and we don't want resistance. The number two thing I would never do as a pharmacist is assume that my medications will be ready for pickup at the pharmacy just because my physician and nurse said it's going to be ready. So in actuality, it takes millions of steps before you receive your medication from the doctor's office to the pharmacy. So the pharmacist and pharmacy technician have to make sure the medication is right for you, make sure it's the right dose, typed correctly, and also make sure that it's not going to kill you, basically. So instead of getting mad and impatient before you go to the pharmacy, one way to save time is to just give them a call. Say, hey, did you receive my prescription from the physician yet? And when can I expect to pick it up? Another thing you can do is just double check the app where you get your pharmacy medications from in the first place. If it says ready for pickup, then your medications are ready for pickup. If your medications say ready to refill, it might actually mean you need to call the pharmacy to get that medication refilled before you even go there. So save yourself some time, save some stress, just call ahead and plan ahead. The number 3 thing I would never do as a pharmacist is take aspirin to relieve my pain. So aspirin can relieve your pain, but it's not the best option you have out there. You have acetaminophen, which is Tylenol, and you also have ibuprofen, which is Motrin or Advil. So the reason why I would choose something else besides aspirin is because aspirin is more known for its ability to be an antiplatelet. So what that means is that it prevents your platelets from clotting to your blood clots, which means you're at a higher risk of bleeding if you take aspirin. So unless you need aspirin for a medical reason, I would not take it for any reason. I would just stick to the safer ones, Tylenol and ibuprofen. The number 4 thing I would never do as a pharmacist is not know the reason why I'm taking these medications. So a lot of people have tons of medications that they don't even know why they take them. And I would encourage you, the next time you have a medication or a talk with your physician or pharmacist, just double check why you're on these medications. When did you start these medications, and when can you end these medications? Because a lot of the times you don't need to be on every medication for the rest of your life. And if you simplify these things and just optimize your therapy with your pharmacist or physician, you might be able to save money and also take less medications and decrease the amount of tablets you take on a daily basis. And the 5th thing I would never do as a pharmacist is pay for brand medications when there's a perfectly good generic out there. You'd be surprised at how many times people demand for me to give them the brand medication at the hospital when we have a perfectly good generic that works 99% the same as the brand. So the only thing that's different between a brand and a generic is that the brand costs way more and you're just going to be wasting money. So don't do that. Just stick to the generics for most medications, unless it's something new or experimental. Maybe I would stick with a brand for those sorts of things.